Today's Friday the 13th, so naturally I'm doing Jason, motherfucking Voorhees, the king of slashers. I've already gone over Bay vs. Jason, so this will be the original slasher vs. Jason. Now let's get into the Camp Blood Butcher, starting with Human Jason from Part 2, 3, and 4. Although calling him Human Jason is a bit of a misnomer, since Part 9 reveals that Jason did drown in the lake as a kid and was resurrected by Pamela using the Necronomicon, setting up the eventual crossover with Ash. Anyway, his best speed feat is dodging a van in Part 3, which is 18.38 for 093735 meters per second, superhuman. For strength and durability, he destroys a wooden door in Part 4, which is 259,856.1 joules, wall level. After being resurrected in Part 6, Jason is obviously stated to be stronger.
He's even more powerful now that...
His best feat in that film is leaving the imprint of a chick's face in metal, which is 6,522,978 joules, wall level. So, close to small building, oh well, he gets their next film. In Part 7 he survives a house explosion, which is 0.017 for 196668 tons of TNT, small building level, and in Freddy vs. Jason he survives another explosion, which is 0.3 for 98050 for 3 tons of TNT, building level. While in the dream world, Jason gets a 10-ton boiler dropped on him, which is 10,912,990.1696939 to 5 joules, wall level. Speaking of the dream world, Freddy couldn't kill him in it, and Freddy can launch a house into space, which is 287.836782987915898 megatons, mountain level. Freddy also has complete control of the dream world, so since we see all of Earth and multiple stars, you can argue him to multi-solar system, which is still a low ball since there's tons of statements that can imply the dream world and by extension Freddy higher. Jason's scaling in the dream world should only scale to his soul, not what he's capable of in the real world. For speed in the comics, which are canon, he's comparable to Ash, who can dodge a blast from his boomstick, which is 590 to 0.5836 for 6.5 to 5 meters per second, supersonic. When it comes to powers, he's immortal. I don't just mean that he has regeneration, which he does, but that the magical death curse put on him by the Necronomicon will ensure that he always comes back to life somehow, which is how he escapes hell after being sent there by the Kandarian dagger. He just chooses to come back. So, if someone wants to permanently kill him, they will need to be stronger than the magic of the Necronomicon, which has statements implying multiversal power. He can also get stronger by absorbing electricity, which is how he resurrects himself in Part 6 and escapes the chains binding him to Camp Crystal Lake in Jason Takes Manhattan. He can also possess bodies as shown in Jason Goes to Hell. And as for the big question of can Jason teleport?
Yes.
Glad we cleared that up. That's it for Zombie Jason. Now onto Uber Jason. His best feat in this form is surviving the space station explosion,
He's coming this way. You gotta be kidding.
which is 2,467.78997606 tons of TNT, small town level. For speed, I couldn't really find anything, so same as Zombie Jason. Well, that's it for the power scaling, but random tangent at the end. There's this thing called Bishujo that turned a bunch of slashers into big titty anime girls.
You know, like you do.
They've got Freddy versus Jason, or I guess Freddy versus Jane, with Freddy being short for Frederica instead of Frederick. Or maybe Freddy in that universe just started shapeshifting into a hot chick after he died. Here's a better look at Ash, who would still be called Ashley since Ashley was a boy's name when Evil Dead came out. But nowadays has become a girl's name. I've noticed girls have started being called Ryan as well, so that might also go from a boy's name to a girl's name. If you're a boy named Ryan watching this, don't be surprised if one day a little kid makes fun of you for having a girl's name. There's a lot of fan art of this stuff too. Here's part 2, part 6 versus and Jason X. As Rule 63 of the internet states, gender-bent versions exist of every character. As popularized by Japanese anime, specifically the Fate franchise. Wait, you guys do know the rules, right?
Don't you know the rules? What rules? You don't... Jesus Christ, you don't know the rules?
I can't believe parents are still letting their kids on the internet without knowing the rules. So irresponsible. I won't bother going over them all since I'm sure everyone's clicked off the video by this point. These aren't even all the rules, by the way. Well, that's the end of this pointless ramble nobody gives a fuck about. Goodbye.